I was always trying to find things that make your dick work better without fucking up. Without having, I swear to God, like I'm like, oh fuck, like what makes your shit brick? You know what I mean?
Yo, you know what's crazy about that though? Like when it comes to health, think like if you actually think in that
100%,
model,
your whole
like
body.
whatever makes your dick hard is usually
usually
really
good
good
for
for
you.
you.
for you.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
Yeah, I swear to,
why we're
no,
here.
and I'm not even shitty. Like that's how I got into like the Tonkat Ali, the fucking
Maca root.
the Maca root,
Yeah.
the She Legit, all of that,
This
right?
nigga be making concoctions.
Right, and I'm like,
They're just mixing shit, bro.
and we're back. It's Uncommon Sense. Your boy X, RIPMX on everything social.
Castro Nero 88 on everything social.
54X Mitch on Instagram.
And today we have a special guest in the house. We have Neutria. Boom. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
What's up? My name is June at JD Arnaz on Instagram or on all social, as you guys say. And this is my business partner, Andrew.
Yeah, my name is Andrew Day _ on all socials, and yeah, I'm the second co-founder of Neutria.
Yes, sir.
Well, firstly, we'd like to thank you for coming on the pod. You guys are officially our final guest of 2023.
Let's go.
All right, so that's a pleasure in themselves. Round of applause. Yeah, big up the man.
Myself.
Made it. We made
Appreciate
it.
it, man.
No, absolutely,
long way.
absolutely. You want to kick it off?
Yeah. So, just tell the audience real quick, what is Neutria?
Yeah, so Neutria, it's not even like a lot of people see it as a supplement brand, but it's far more than that. The goal of Neutria is to create this ethos, this understanding of how can we optimize the mind, body, and soul to become our happiest, healthiest, and most productive selves. And through that, we create longevity and sustainability in all walks of what we do. So there's 3 arms of the business. There's a supplement line, which is to fuel the high performer. There's a content marketing side, which is to educate the high performer. And we just launched an event side, which is to connect and activate the high performer. So the real goal is to blend ancient wisdom and modern science to fuel the high performer in the modern age.
Yeah, so the products are really rooted in ancient civilizations and in ancient Chinese medicine, ancient Indian medicine, which is Ayurveda. So we really wanted to bring the philosophies of Eastern, their Eastern approach to healthcare towards the West, because personally I worked in the pharmaceutical industry for 5+ years. So I saw firsthand the pitfalls of the Western's approach to how we view health. And that is like a reactive way to look at health. It's like,
Absolutely.
all right, I'll take care of it when I'm fucked, you know?
Yeah.
But the Eastern philosophy's view is I'll take care of it now before shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Take care of your body before shit happens. So that's what we kind of want to bring to the forefront of the vision behind Neutria as well.
How did you guys end up at the, I guess, the Ayurvedic side of things? You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like, I don't know, it's like, it's not the most common known. Like, I know about it, but I've gone down rabbit holes of different, healing modalities.
Can you define Ayurvedic for the audience?
Yeah.
That is not a common word.
Please do.
So
sorry.
Ayurveda, however you want to pronounce it, depending on where you are, it's the oldest healthcare system in the world. So it's rooted in a lot of like ancient practices, and it's a holistic practice. So it's figuring out like what you can do on the nutrition side to improve yourself, the lifestyle side to improve yourself. So common things that you might see in Ayurveda that you might not realize is yoga. Yoga is a big portion of Ayurveda. What do you call it? Tongue scraping is Ayurveda. Self-massaging is Ayurveda. There's a lot of things that we do.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. It just sparked
Yeah.
my brain. Where in the world did it originate from?
India.
India.
Okay,
India,
gotcha.
yeah.
It's viewed as a way of life.
Yes, yeah.
Not so much just like a supplement.
Right.
A supplement is just like a
component.
supplement.
Yeah,
It's a
absolutely.
supplement of the lifestyle, but the Indians view it as a way to treat life.
Yeah.
So going for a walk is a form of an Ayurvedic meditation.
Okay.
For example, it's how to view your life and how to bring your body into balance is
Right,
essentially
right.
the
No,
goal
absolutely.
of Ayurveda.
And the sick thing about it too is like it gets a little bit specific into who you are as a person. So there's these things called doshas, which is your body type. So how your body is determines like things that you should and shouldn't be eating. Whereas like you realize in the West, most things are cookie cutter. It's like eat this, don't eat that, do this, don't do that. Whereas Ayurveda is understanding, okay, this is how your energy moves in your body. So if you do this, you should be consuming this or you shouldn't be consuming that. If you notice this inside of yourself, if you're this body type, that means X, Y, and Z.
Right.
So it's more of like you can look at who you are and delineate what's actually happening and what isn't based on what actually makes sense for you, instead of just like trying everything that everyone's doing, and you realize that all of our body types are different and something might be working for you, it might fuck you up, and I'm just like, I don't notice anything at all.
No,
so that's what I
absolutely.
like about Ayurveda
So,
as well.
do you know some of the set standard or like the different types that people should be eating for? Because like what I am drawing to, I guess in my brain would be I know that people eat, or there's a study of eating according to your blood type.
Yeah.
Does that fall under the same kind of concept?
Yeah, in a way, but the real like the main thing, the doshas, there's three main ones. So there's the pitta, which is like fiery type, like people who are normally naturally more muscular, who gain and lose weight a lot faster.
Right.
There's the vata, which is people who are a lot lighter, people who have a hard time gaining weight, people who are more creative, and then there's the kapha, so people who are heavier, people who have a harder time losing weight. That's just like a general gist to kind of put it that way. But like once you get like those three categories, then you can start going down a little bit deeper and figuring, okay, what lifestyle habits should I do? What nutrition should I follow? Et cetera, et cetera.
It's kind of like the just based off that description, it kind of sounds like you got like the mesomorph and the different kind of body types.
Yeah. Very similar.
That, right?
I'd imagine it derived from Ayurveda.
Like when he was speaking, like that's kind of what my mind was visualizing.
Yeah. Should I didn't even connect the dots like
exactly
that?
the first thing I was like, right?
That shit works.
Just different type of body types, right? The stocky, the slim build, or the more muscular.
And now you have a lifestyle like geared towards your specific body type.
Exactly.
Okay, that's wicked. So what inspired you guys to start this company and like go on this journey?
Yeah, a little brief history about how the coming of age.
Yeah.
We'll keep it brief because
I would like to know like individually.
Okay.
What was like, you know, like what was your like coming to light to say that you wanted to do this?
Okay, so I went to university at Ryerson and I took economics and finance, so nothing related to healthcare. But I worked in a hospital setting. That was like my first ever job. And I also worked at a pharmacy I mentioned that before, like for 5+ years. So I saw obviously firsthand. I worked with pharmacists and I counted pills, I counted narcotics, and I refilled prescriptions for patients who were like on their last leg. So I was like in the kind of like in the war zone of the healthcare system, essentially. So. And throughout university, I was always invested in my health. I always tried out different herbs and ingredients to kind of like optimize my well-being or optimize my performance on exams.
What kind of herbs did you fuck with?
Rhodiola, ashwagandha, like the shit that we have in our products right now. So that's kind of like the breeding ground of what's in our products today. So yeah, throughout school, I just tested different herbs, ingredients, without the intention of starting this, right? It's just gonna happen.
Just seeing what works for you.
Yeah, then I seen all my friends, all my peers take Adderall and like excessive amounts of caffeine, and shit works, but it's like
it works.
There's a downfall, there's a crash to it.
It's not a sustainable option, right? It's not an option that you want to do every day. So I was just looking at that like, why are you doing this to your body? You know, there's other herbs and adaptogens that you can use that have been used for thousands of years by the ancient civilizations.
So just to go a little deeper, like what sparked your interest in that anyway? So you see, like, my friends are doing Adderall and it works, but like I'm not so sure about that. Were you already familiar with certain things, or
Honestly,
was that the reason? You're like, I don't want to go that route. Let me find something else.
That's a good question. I actually don't know where it stemmed from. Like, I've always been like very health conscious, I guess. So that's kind of been me. And I've
describe health I know, like, sorry, it's a blanket term. So like, in what regards of your life were you health conscious?
I started playing soccer at the age of 6, and I played for 16+ years, pretty competitively.
Okay, so athletic background.
Yeah, athletic background. With that comes obviously like the nutrition and the discipline and the taking care of your body. So. So thinking about that now, it's like I think it stems from that, and that's kind of the root of like, okay, like, you gotta wake up at 8 a.m. tomorrow to practice. Obviously, it can't be eating like shit at like 1 in the morning. You gotta
physically and mentally be ready.
Exactly, you gotta mentally be ready, and from that comes, I guess, discipline, right? So, so looking at my peers, I was just like, yo, I can't do that. I got like a game tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
You're already living a disciplined lifestyle, so you're like,
from the jump,
I'm not gonna go that way.
Exactly. So I'm not sure what stemmed like my research into these ingredients. Like I can't recall, but I think I already had that from kind of a young age, so it kind of makes sense for why I found those things, Okay. So yeah, sorry, you laughed.
No. You said something and my brain clicked in. You're like, oh fuck, I was going alternative. I was like, I'm even thinking about how I was fucking with herbs and all that for a minute now. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like, sounds like full disclosure, I ain't give a fuck, but like, I was always trying to find things that make your dick work better without fucking up, without having. I swear to God, like, I'm like, oh fuck, like, what makes your shit brick? You know what I mean?
Yo, you know what's crazy about that though? Like, when it comes to health, think like if you actually think in that model, like whatever makes your dick hard is usually
good for you.
Good for you. 100%.
Yeah. That's why we're here.
No, and I'm not even shitty. Like that's how I got into like the Tonkat Ali, the fucking the maca root, the she legit, all of that, right?
This nigga be making concoctions.
Right, and I'm like,
they're just mixing shit, bro.
Put 3 dates in your day too.
100%, bro. The dates with the soursop smoothie.
I was crushing some dates on the way here. I didn't even know that, to be honest.
No. I crush dates too. Still, they go in the smoothie.
What?
They're actually nature's caramel.
There no.
Okay.
What'd you say?
Shout out
I never got there yet, but
take dates before your dates.
I'm on watermelon juice.
Yeah.
Watermelon juice.
You learn something.
Citrulline, all of that. But yeah, like I said, a lot of my studies and a lot of my research came from just trying to improve like your dick's health. Yeah. That's just me. So when I was laughing, I'm like, this nigga's talking about his brain and fucking. I'm here. I was like, I'm over here trying to make my dick stronger.
It all works together.
It
all works together.
100%. Testosterone, everything, man. Testosterone, motivation, dopamine, it's all linked.
It's all one circuit.
It all makes sense though, because like you said, you guys don't worry about just one like supplement. It's a whole lifestyle, right? So
it's holistic.
So if you take care of your body, you're not just gonna take care of one thing. You're taking care of the whole situation. Exactly. Everything's gonna flow properly. 100%. You know?
So you feel like when you're working in the pharmaceutical industry, like subconsciously, we're trying to find a cure.
What do you mean by that?
Like because you're seeing people on their last leg, you're like, I need to help you.
Yeah,
someone's telling you like, I need to help you because this could be somebody I know.
100%. But I think when you're working in the front lines like that, like I'm not thinking about like, I'm just doing my job, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, and even the lead pharmacist is just doing their job. Like, we don't even question it, you know what I'm saying? It's like, we truly think that
there's too much going on.
Yeah, we truly think that we're helping them. And like, in a way we are, in a certain way. And synthetics and pharmaceuticals have a place, but you know, if we think about the grand scheme of things, there's a lot of corruption in the pharmaceutical industry. It's all
for sure. There's a lot of financial incentive for a lot of things that they tell people are good for them.
100%. Yeah, I almost killed a girl once. Or killed
a whole lot.
I almost killed it.
Okay, so you said it so casual.
Man said I almost killed a girl.
Yeah, you know.
Okay,
hold on.
Yeah, moving on.
I dropped it because I didn't want to forget. You know what I'm saying? So
you can never forget that.
So
I wanted the reaction so I can tell the story.
All right, well, it's time. It's time to tell it.
This is the first time I'm hearing this.
My
world premiere.
Yeah, get close to the mic.
It's not like okay, it wasn't a girl, it was like an old woman, okay? So essentially this is what happened. Her name was Mary Smith, okay? Sorry, name drop. I don't know, maybe you should what does Barry and Mary Smith?
That was so generic, it could have been fake.
Yeah,
that's okay. That's part of the story. Okay. Okay, so how it works is people would come in and they'd be like, hey, I have a prescription for my name, right? So a woman came in and she's like, hey, I got a prescription for Mary Smith. I'm like, okay. Check the prescriptions. This is Mary Smith. I don't even think. Check the prescriptions. It says Mary Smith. I'm not even thinking about it. Picked it up. I'm like, all right, have a nice day. Okay. A couple hours later, the lead pharmacist comes in. She's like, did you give that prescription to that lady? I'm like, yeah, that's like, her name is Mary Smith. She's like, no, that's the wrong Mary Smith. Like that one that you gave it to, those pills, she's allergic to them.
Oh shit.
So she's like, call her right now. So I called her. I was like, yo, don't take the pills. She was about to take them. She was like 5 minutes away from taking them. If she took them, she would have died.
That's crazy. That's a little
Imagine
crazy.
That, man.
That's crazy.
Imagine the guilt that I'll have for that.
So you know what the moral of the story is?
You just walking a thin line. You're just one Mary Smith away from killing somebody. Like that's fucked up.
Honestly,
could you blame me though? I'm like, I don't know.
She missed that phone
I'm just
call,
saying, like you're in a high risk occupation. No, you know what I mean?
Right. I was like 16 at the time though.
All I can tell you is
a lot of responsibility right there.
Yeah, I don't know why they hired me.
That's fucked up.
You gotta. Don't name your kids generic names.
Yeah. They might get killed at Shoppers Drug Mart.
Be careful.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Anyway, aside from that, I guess my story. That's my story, man. I think. So
you were in the pharmaceutical industry. Boom. Applied it to your lifestyle. Said, yo, something can go on here. Boom. How about yourself?
Sure.
I'll keep my long story short because
did anybody almost die in your inspirational story?
Actually, yeah, I almost died, and that's a part of the story.
All right, next story.
Yeah.
So
life and death stories.
A lot of near-death experiences.
You almost killed someone.
This is how Neutria
move out the way.
Different stories, you know. So for me, like it started since I was a kid. Like I was in the hospital a lot as a kid. Like I had bad asthma. I had 3 asthma attacks. 2 of them I was hospitalized for.
Me too.
Yeah, it was bad, super bad. And then one time I had this thing called osteomyelitis, which is a bone and blood infection in my heel.
Blood clot.
And I got it from running track, and I didn't break in my shoes, and I got a fracture in my heel, and somehow the infection got in. And like to this day, they don't know how it happened. Like that particular diagnosis is an adult-based diagnosis. So them having it in a kid, they're like, I don't know what is going on, how to treat this, etc. Right? So anyway, before this, kind of like, again, prequel is, again, hospital a lot of times. I'd have stomach issues, this, and that. And like, I gained like a fear to the hospital. Like anytime I thought about hospital or sickness, I was like, fuck, like this might be my last.
Think death.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And like when you're in the hospital, like it's whack. Like you know, exactly. Like you don't go there happy, right? So anyway, now with this whole osteomyelitis situation, I almost killed myself. Like not intentionally like that, but so because I was so scared of the hospital, like my heel was 6 inches swollen, 6 inches larger than it should be. And it was hot, which indicates an infection, right? So as a kid, whatever, my oldest bro, he's like, yo, like, are you good? I'm going to take you to the hospital. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm trying to like thug it out. And then I started bawling, like pain, bare pain. And he just picked me up, brought me to the hospital, drove me there. Like as much as I tried to fight, like he's 6'6" and he's huge. Like,
yeah,
you know,
he's a big man.
Yeah. Thank God. Thank God. I go there. And then Dr. Amadani, my guy, you go there and he's like, you're so lucky your brother brought you here. You're hours away from death because the infection came right up and it was right under my stomach. And if it went a couple more hours, it would went right to my heart. As soon as it touches my heart, it would push everywhere else and I would have died. So I got there and then I went and then the nurses were there. Nurse was her name Candy, Waste
I respect that.
Yeah, like,
straight up.
Yeah, I'm standing on it because they're supposed to get my blood just to see like how much how far the infection got, whatever. And then she missed my vein 10 times. 10 times.
Candy's just there stabbing you, eh? That's
and then
crazy.
like I'm in pain because when you have certain infections, like everything's a lot more sensitive, right? So I'm like, this hurts. Like, can you stop? Can I get a break? And this is why I'm saying like fuck Candy. Like, she was like, oh, well, you get a break if I miss again. I was like, are you fucking stupid? You better not miss. Like, I'm literally gonna die. Like, that's not a joke, right? Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, long story short, like. All that happened, whatever, I got better. And then once that happened, I'm like, yo, I never want to fucking be in this position ever again. Like, I hated this. So, like, that was, like, the inception of me thinking, like, I wanted to make some sort of change to the healthcare system. Because, A, the healthcare system in Canada is slow. It's shit. It's terrible. So, it's like, if I can't change that, what else can I do? That was, like, the beginning, right? Now, I get to high school. High school's a whole other story. I wasn't as structured as I am now, anyway. We get to university, first year. I started health sciences. And in that, I was like, okay, I want to figure out how I can change the healthcare system. And then we went to, I forget, there was like a politics in healthcare. And then I went to that class and I realized that you cannot change the healthcare system in Canada.
No, it's a system.
They've been in a reform since 1973, I think it was. So like whatever I would even think to change couldn't change. So I'm like, okay, if I can't change it, I want to make sure that I can get people to not get in there to begin with, right? So like now that's where my mind's going. And then going down a couple weeks later, I'm going to class. I promise this makes sense for the story. I'm lost. I'm trying to find my place, but I didn't know where to go. And then this one business prof comes up. He's like, "Oh, where are you?" I'm like, "I'm looking for the science building." And he's like, "Oh, like it's over there." He's like, "Oh, are you from the health sciences place?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, you guys are one of the people, like you guys come up with the cool ideas and then we make the profit from you guys as a joke." And he was laughing about it. But like that clicked to me. I'm like,
He's not laughing
that's
about it.
yeah. I'm
not
like
real about it.
Yeah, I'm like
it's
that's real shit. But like I took it from a different spin. It's like, yo, it's not even the fact that sure they're making a profit out. However, you need to incentivize yourself to make a difference in the world. Whatever, do that. But what clicked to me is, yo, there's so many ideas and things that exist in the world, but in absence of business, sales, and marketing, those ideas don't go anywhere. So there's so many cures, there's so many solutions, there's all these things. But if you don't have those 3 components, no one will know about it. So it's not even like a lot of these things don't exist. There's no structure to push it, right? That's where my mind went. So I was like, oh shit, I want to figure out business, sales, and marketing. So then in second year now, I'm intentionally taking this part of the story because it's longer. I went to Morocco for a business internship, and I started learning business. Learned a little bit about it, and then I went into a sales role. In 3 months, I went from just learning how to do sales to being a sales coach and getting flown out to BC. So now I'm learning how to sell. I'm understanding business because it's a startup. And then I dropped out of school. I'm like, yo, there's no point in me doing this. Like, I'm making good money right now. I'm young, and I'm learning exactly what I need to learn, right? Long story short, I got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm losing interest in sales. Now I want to learn marketing. So I started like, as I was working, it was like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m., now I'm learning marketing, right? And then it got to a point where I'm like, okay, cool. Now I think I know enough. Let me do something. Save the story for another time. June and I met each other. We started an agency. Built the agency, started doing good for ourselves. And it came to this unintentional full circle where it's like, I learned business, I learned sales, I learned marketing. I've always been in health no matter what. And now an opportunity came where it's like, yo, let's start Neutria. And then Neutria came, and that was the unintentional full circle where it's like, okay, now let's fucking make sure people don't get into the healthcare system by creating ideals that prevent them from getting there to begin with. So that's my story.
Word. That was dope. dope. We had a lot of a lot of gems to unpack in
Where
there.
did the name Neutria come from, though?
Yeah, so Neutria, it stands for, so NEU is the necessary nourishment, and Tria is for the mind, body, and soul. So Neutria actually means the necessary nourishment for the mind, body, and soul. Okay. And nourishment isn't just what you consume, but what we're consuming as well. This is also nourishment. Absolutely. So as long as we're creating
vibration.
Exactly. Yeah. So as long as we're nourishing our mind, body, and soul, we're creating a net positive for ourselves and society, and that's the name of what Neutria is.
Okay. I remember you saying the healthcare system in Canada is pretty shit.
So shit.
And there's nothing we could really do about it. So I'm just asking, like, on your personal opinion, would you think it would be better if it was similar to America where we could pay for healthcare?
Yeah.
Because, I've heard a few different opinions on that.
I have a lot to say on this, actually. Like, I think, again, I'm not a fucking politician. I don't know as deep as I can about the healthcare system, but, like, my small interaction with it, what would make sense is a blend where you pay for what you get. So let's say you want the free healthcare, you can choose that, but understand you're getting what you pay for. But if you want to pay for extra access, just like a lot of things in life, if you want to get, let's say, liquor, you can buy cheap liquor, you can buy more expensive liquor, but you get what you pay for. Same thing with, so you can have privatized systems where I have bread. So now I'm going to take this and use it so I can make sure I'm getting the best care.
Do we not have any privatized hospitals in Canada?
I don't think we do.
So.
No, I don't think we do.
I was wondering.
But there's some private practices, but like not like a private hospital.
Yeah, it's not like widespread either, where it's accessible to like everybody, you know.
Yeah. Like a good example, actually. So I had an issue with my eye where there's like a hole in my retina,
right?
And like it was creating like a lot of like it was creating illusory pain. Like what I mean by that is like the nerves there was nothing wrong with them, so I shouldn't feel anything, right? But I realized it was from stress. Long story short, I went to the eye doctor and I was like, "Yo, like I need to get this checked. Like my eyes are twitching. I can like my eyes are getting blurry. I don't know what's going on." And then they're like, "I'm sorry, we can't treat you right now because we're going on strike and OHIP doesn't cover X, Y, and Z." I'm like, I will literally pay to get my eye. Like I got cheese. I'm like, so if I lose my eyes because you guys are fucking going on strike and I have the money to pay for my own service, so I now need to lose my eye because you guys aren't getting paid enough, but I can pay you? And like, I'm sorry, we don't make the rules. Like that's stupid as fuck. If you actually think about that, that's stupid as fuck. You have a service that you can offer me. I have the money to pay you. I have an issue. But because there's this middle line of bureaucratic stupidness, we cannot interact with each other. So now I'm fucked.
Yeah. I can't accept your cash.
Stupid. So yeah,
I agree with what you said when it's like, yo, it should be available for free if you want that, but you should also be able to pay for it. Because we already have that with like the legal system. You can have legal aid lawyers.
Exactly.
Like if you get caught for a crime, they have just a standard issue lawyer that will represent you. But you already know if you're playing with your freedom, then you're going to want to pay more, get a better lawyer. Why can't we pay for our health? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It don't make no sense.
MRIs take like 7 months for you to get. And at that point, it's like the cancer has already gone too far. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you got people from here that will fly all the way to America if they can afford it. 100%, will fly all the way to the States to go get those procedures.
People even fly to like South American countries. I know a lot of people.
Either way, they're leaving. We have doctors that have capable doctors here that can perform it, but because of all the regulations, these people got to find alternatives. And then if you're broke, you just gotta.
You just gotta hug.
Well, it's not fair, right? You shouldn't really be in the same category as someone who doesn't have the money that you have.
Exactly.
But that's how they set it up with this, like, I don't know what you call it, like, I don't want to say socialist, but you know where everything's supposed to be for everybody?
Yeah.
That doesn't always work for everybody.
For sure.
No?
It never has worked and it never will.
Right. Nah. So I know I didn't even mean to breeze back to your story point, but at what point, so how did you guys meet? How did they come in together? Just so the audience knows, like, you know how this union consummated.
Yeah, he actually dated my sister.
Oh shit!
That's why he was doing that face.
It got sticky fast.
I never want to bring it up. Like,
if you saw what I saw, that was crazy.
Yeah, I was like, ooh. No, then we linked up and I was like, well, nigga, how?
Yeah.
Keep it in the families. Family business.
Yeah. He dated my sister, and then we actually started an advertising agency, the three of us together, me, my sister, and him.
Right.
So we ran that for like three to 4 years. So,
right.
And then from there, me and Andrew started Neutria.
Did you break up with his sister?
It was mutual.
It was a mutual thing.
Okay. I was gonna say, like,
we're gonna talk about that now.
Was it weird? Like,
no.
Did your sister get mad that you're still fucking with this nigga?
Nah, it was super cool. It was super
cool.
chill. Super chill.
I guess, yeah, for sure.
So how many years did it take for Neutria to be Neutria?
Like 2.5 years. Yeah, like we.
That's not bad. I thought it would have been
on market. Like we launched when April, I think 17th or something. But yeah, it was like 2.5 years of like formulations, creating the labels, creating the packaging, finding the warehouse that's FDA certified, CGMP certified, like figuring out all that shit. Cause like we don't want to just launch some product and like have all these issues happening. It's like we know what we want to stand for, so we might as well make that shit happen for the first time instead of just trying to rush the market and then be oh fuck.
Read the fine print.
Right. Yeah, it's better to set a good first impression than trying to like save face afterwards.
So
yes,
that makes
100%.
sense. But you guys said April 17th. What is that of this year?
This year, yeah.
Okay.
So you guys, you brought it to our attention that you guys have three main products that you guys in terms of your supplements, right? You guys have the Flow, the Ignite, and then the Calm. What's Snooze? Got you. How did you guys come about how did you guys come about the combinations and finding out what works in conjunction with one another, and how much to use and how much not to use? Like, how did the products themselves come about?
Yeah, it was a lot of time with like doing deep level research and like having conversations with people who've been in the game like 25 plus years. Like it wasn't just us like fucking around in our basement and mixing some shit, right? Like
there's definitely an element of like us trying to, I said, like during university, I was taking these very same ingredients.
Yeah.
But in terms of like fine tuning the actual final ingredients, we had obviously talked amongst each other, with our family and friends, with advisors who have been in the game for a while.
Right. So you guys had mentors in this industry?
100%.
Yeah.
That's important to know. Obviously. Okay, awesome.
For sure. So yeah, we form partnerships with certified doctors and nutritionists.
How much without like I don't know, you can just read on the thing, but how much on average do you guys have? Like, is there like eight ingredients per thing, or like
five ingredients for each?
And you guys wanted to keep it just at 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, there's a couple reasons. Like the first one is when you put a certain amount of things inside of your body, there's two things that happen. A, you as a person might not even understand what is and what isn't working.
Right.
And B, certain things don't work well with other things. So when you put a lot of things together, it creates a lot of like symbiotic and non-symbiotic relationships. So the less that you put inside of your body, so long as they synergize together, it's a more potent strain that comes inside of your body.
Sometimes less is more.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
And it's important to have the RDAs, which is recommended daily dosages, in your product. So, for example, you could be taking something that has lion's mane in it, and you could think that you're getting lion's mane, but you're actually getting like, 0.1 of what you should be getting.
Oh, they cut it.
And
exactly. And they say proprietary blend, so they don't actually say how much is in it.
So you're like, oh, dope, I'm getting lion's mane, but you're not really getting a dose that'll even affect you.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's another reason why we wanted to keep it minimum, because it's like, we wanted for you to get the potency of each ingredient. Each ingredient serves a purpose. We're not just putting it there to jack up the price and make it sound nice.
No, absolutely.
So do you yourself use your products?
Yeah, we've been using our products for the last 2 years straight.
Like all three of them. What
can you break down
how we use it?
Yes.
How you use it and what each of them would be best used for?
Also, have you noticed a difference when you don't use it?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll talk about like each of the products and then go a little deeper.
You want to hold one or something? You got, like,
yeah. Well, I was gonna talk about Ignite, but Ignite's not here now.
Pretend you know what I'm saying?
We'll talk about Flow at least for now. So Flow, this is our best seller. This is the nootropic brain fuel. So this has 5 ingredients in it. It has lion's mane, has aronia berry, rhodiola rosea, bacopa monnieri, and astaxanthin. So what this does, it does a bunch of shit for you. But the real cool things that happens is it brings more oxygen and nutrients inside of your brain. The lion's mane inside of it stimulates neurogenesis, which means more neurons in the brain. What that means is like adding more processing power to a computer. The more neurons you have, the more processing power your brain has, right? And now with more oxygen nutrients to play, neurogenesis becomes a lot easier, right? So that's one of the main things it does. With that now, what happens is it reduces brain fog, improves memory, improves verbal fluency, improves concentration, all in a natural way, because it's your body using the resources inside of this to make it happen for itself. Instead of like putting a mask on your brain and then this thing doing it, and now without it, you don't know how to do anything, right? So that's one of the main things. The second thing that it does is it reduces cortisol, so it improves your stress response. That's specifically from rhodiola rosea. So that has been an ingredient that's been used for thousands of years. And what that does is it actually allows you to become more adaptive to stress, specifically in work-related environments, which is why we put that inside of our blend. Now, another thing that it does, it has astaxanthin, which is really cool. So it's a carotenoid that exists within the ocean or exists within algae. And then krill eat that algae, flamingo and salmon eat the krill, and that's what makes them pink. But when we consume it, it brings more oxygen and nutrients to our eyes, so it helps reduce eye strain, right? So when we made this blend, it's like, okay, we do a lot of shit that involves our mind. We do a lot of shit that is involved in our computer. How do we create a blend that solves that? Like, there's a lot of people who work in the digital age. How do we create something to prevent people from getting fucked in the digital age and thrive in the digital age? And that was the outcome of this product here, which is our bestseller. So the use case of it, there's a couple things. A, it's 1 teaspoon. Again, you realize that a lot of products is like 1 tablespoon, etc., because there's fillers in it. This,
beer cut.
Yeah, beer cut.
This is the potent.
Yeah, this is the
want this one.
Yeah. All 5 ingredients have the daily doses necessary for each of them. Example, aronia berry. Aronia berry is one of a very small select thing that can actually bring oxygen and nutrients across the blood-brain barrier. So this is actually bringing nutrients inside of your brain. And a lot of brain supplements don't do that. Right? So that's another cool thing. But anyway, so you can use it in a few ways. You can use it in a few ways. Like, one, a lot of our customers add it to their coffee, right? So it enhances
that one tastes good too, right?
Yeah, this one tastes like cacao.
I remember.
Yeah.
That one tastes good. I fuck with that one.
Yeah, this one's good. So yeah, using your coffee, for me, I don't drink coffee, so I just do hot water and honey. You can just do hot water.
Do that.
Yeah.
I don't drink coffee.
Exactly.
I fuck with coffee. But
yeah. So like,
dude, I may throw it in a tea or something.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a lot of ways, and then another thing we have a cinnamon honey latte recipe because I know very people like lattes.
Y'all love a latte.
Yeah, exactly. So you're gonna cater to all the audiences. So those are like the main ways that you can use flow, and that's our best seller.
Wicked.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I actually like that. Like, you're kind of like explaining your past experiences. It's like you kind of just put it all in a bottle.
Exactly. This is and like outside of this is like
everything I went through.
Everything I went through.
This is my trauma right here.
Yeah, like,
you better stop playing. Go get you some.
I'm listening. Man had eye problems, heel problems. I'm like, yo, this sounds like this was everything you needed.
Yeah, I made my cure.
One-stop shop,
right.
man.
But no, this is, again, you say, it's our experience. This is you got to think about it. This is 1,000 years of insights in this bottle. And what I mean by that is all these ingredients have been used for thousands of years by multiple civilizations. So this is not like, oh, we picked up some shit on the ground. These things have been used for so many years, and now in each of these ingredients have at least 3 clinical trials to validate the effectiveness of each of these ingredients as well. So
fuck with that. Certified.
It's natural.
Yeah.
That's what you want. You want to put, I don't want
no
pills.
synthetics, no fillers, no sweeteners, no natural or artificial flavorings, just the ingredients that your body needs to create the function naturally.
So kind of random, but not super random. See that all of your ingredients are certified, so you're worried about what you put in the product. Are either of you guys like vegan, or do you guys subscribe to a specific like type of diet?
You want to go first?
I'm not vegan. No,
Okay.
no, I just eat a normal diet. Obviously, I keep it clean.
What's your idea? When you say you keep it clean, what does that mean?
No sugar, or not no sugars, but very low sugars. A balanced diet, obviously a balanced diet of greens and carbs and fats. Cut off alcohol. We can talk about that deeper, but just that essentially cutting off alcohol, cutting off sugar, cutting off heavy carbs.
Got you. And what about processed food and stuff like that? Like, you drink
cutting off processed foods. I don't eat fast food. Like very rarely. If I need to, if I'm on road or something like that, if I need to.
Desperate times.
Yeah, exactly. Other than that, I just like homemade meals, right?
Do a lot of like meal prep type of shit?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay.
Back to my previous question.
What about and he didn't answer yet. What about you?
Yeah, there is actually a word that I liked. I heard this one founder from Symbiotica. He calls himself a qualitarian. So what that is no matter what you eat the best quality of that thing. Right?
Okay.
And like that's what I subscribe to.
Yeah.
And the reason why I subscribe to that is because, again, like, you understand, like, certain diets, again, don't work for certain body types. Right? Like, for me, I've noticed I tried to go vegan for a little bit, and I realized I get so tired so fast. I lose iron, I lose my B12s. Those things don't work well for me personally, right? So I'm eating quality meats. If I'm eating beef, I'm eating grass-fed, organic meats. So I make sure that my body's taken care of properly. I'm heavy on the meal planning every Sunday. Well, I did Saturday today because today was busy. I plan out my lunch, my breakfast. I eat pretty much the same thing every single day. And my Friday and my Saturday is where I make my changes. So making sure I have high protein, 0.8 grams per gram of my own body weight, making sure I have healthy levels of fat. That's what makes your cells and your hormones. Lower on the grains, because I notice grains make me slow and lethargic. So it's a lot of testing, like what actually works for me and what doesn't work for me, and then dialing in what works and keeping going.
I fuck with that. That's calculated.
Yeah.
Down to the gram of the rice. Okay, don't put too much in there.
And that's why, like, because I eat the same breakfast and the same lunch, I don't have to calculate shit anymore. I know what I'm getting every time. Yeah. And now if something gets fucked up, I already know. It's like, oh yeah, I added sauerkraut. That makes sense. I don't need sauerkraut anymore.
Threw you off.
Exactly.
No, I'm super organized.
I'm that dialed in. Like, so like to the outside, it's like, yo, that's kind of fucked. But like,
really. I feel like you should keep track.
No,
of
exactly. I mean, you're organized about everything else.
You're
down to the point, like you said, if something goes off, you're like, nah, there was too much salt in that.
Exactly.
There was too much
I already know.
Much. And now, if there is a problem, immediately you can get on top of it. Yeah, that's dope.
Anyways, I'm gonna change the pace of what we're going on for a little bit. We're gonna swap. We're gonna do a smooth transition, some quick fire questions, a little palate cleanse, real quick. You know what I mean?
Let's get it.
You guys down for this? So anyways, I'm basically going to present a series of questions. I want you guys to answer as honestly and quickly as you can possibly.
It gets sticky.
Don't overthink.
It gets sticky.
Don't overthink what we're dealing with.
How long are our answers supposed to be? Like one word kind of thing?
You say whatever you want.
Like. To keep your answer honest. Usually you'll be presented with an either or, and then the only thing I will question you on after the fact is your reasoning for said answer. But after we go around the room,
stand on what you say.
You got to stand on what you say. Sounds kind of...
Who's going first?
Doesn't matter. I'm going to kick it around the room. I'm going to throw the ball and see how I do, all right? So boom. First on the agenda, would you rather eat overly spicy food for the rest of your life? You know what I'm saying? The overly spicy. Or slightly cold food where it's like you would have to heat it up rest of your life.
Latter.
Nigga,
second one. The latter.
The second option.
All right. I
Yo, you see when you confused
You're getting a health and English lesson
The second one.
I respect it. When you confused him, it was a good answer.
You know what I respect?
You went to school, goddammit. You had to learn somewhere.
Some people go, oh yeah, the ladder, the whole time. Like, what is that?
Nigga, what? That was a real response.
Because mere people just nod their head. They're like, word. I like the ladder. I've used one before.
I'm like, nigga, that wasn't an option.
I'm not gonna lie, I was about to let ladder slide if he's time. I'm like, ladder slide.
The ladder, fam, obviously.
I said, what ladder you climbing, fam?
Right. All right, boom.
Second one.
He's doing cold food. Yourself.
Same thing.
Cold food. Yourself.
Yeah, I guess I'll go cold food.
Every man's doing cold food right now?
Cause you say everything's too hot? Like, everything just bunning me?
Slight.
I don't want to be like that after every meal. That's you can't even get... You gotta take a break.
I know people who live like that.
I'm not even thinking about at the end, bro. When it comes out the other side. That's what I'm thinking about.
Oh, yeah.
This guy plans
you live like
ahead,
that your whole life?
That's crazy.
That's Neutria.
Yeah.
Holistic with the I'm saying that guy. You thought about
What
that.
are you dealing with? You get pepper sauce or cold food?
I ain't doing this every day. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's too
I'm gonna have to warm up that cold food still.
Cool.
What about you?
I'm gonna do cold food. Cold food's not. Just because I'm not gonna lie. As I got older in life, I stopped eating hot food as much. Like I even stopped eating peppers. I don't know. Like shout out my Trinidadians, but god damn, nigga, it hurts. You know what I mean?
It's just a lot every day.
It doesn't need to be on everything.
Like,
Pepper sauce on everything.
Like,
That's a lot.
Okay. Round two. Would you rather drink a glass of mustard or
Off jump. What the fuck?
That's crazy. I'm choosing whatever the second option is. That's crazy.
give a homeless person a foot massage?
Holy.
See?
Yo,
you
bro,
talk
this-
too quick.
This guy's
You talk
games,
too quick.
bro.
Like, how do you even think
How
about
big is a
that?
glass? Like this?
I tell you, it's a
See,
dark.
that's such
No,
a
hold on. You answer that one
Nah,
first.
nigga, I don't ask questions to get asked questions back. We'll do this after.
I'll drink the mustard. Easy.
Back in some mustard?
Easy.
You're
Easy.
back in some mustard sounds crazy.
You're back
to
here.
it.
Homeless
How
guy's
big is
foot?
the cup?
Yeah, that was my question.
Yo,
The
does
whole of
mustard
that?
move?
The whole of
No,
it.
bro,
Yo.
yeah,
Mustard.
you gotta scoop it out.
All right, yo, have fun massaging the old
Nah,
man's
I'm not
foot.
even
Have
doing.
fun.
I'll still take that, but like, yo, the whole cup, like
The
you're a
whole cup.
dickhead still, yeah.
What type of mustard?
Not regular mustard, nigga.
No, you didn't say
There's
that.
no
I was
question.
gonna take honey mustard. Can you didn't say what?
Yeah.
Don't do
Yo, it
that.
doesn't
Don't
even
add
matter,
more rules.
Regular
Honey mustard.
nigga.
It doesn't even
Regular.
matter what
Regular.
mustard.
You're going for the foot?
I'm going for the feet.
Oh, this guy's
You're
crazy.
Straight. You guys are not thinking.
This guy's helping the homeless.
Nah. Hold on.
You're not
Nah,
thinking,
I'm standing on it. I'm gonna stand on it. You actually think about it for a second.
I respect
What
his
do you
stance.
do?
Yo.
Hold on, I want to hear his stance.
Yo, I'm not changing my answer. Are you
standing on business?
Yo, you don't understand how it is to act. Yo, look at this glass. That is mustard.
that's
if this was
crazy,
mustard,
bro.
I'm doing this and it's not moving.
Nah, it's
You're
not.
scooping out all of that.
You're
Well,
back
who's
in that.
scooping-
Okay, how long is the massage though?
Exactly.
You didn't specify
That's
how long.
I'm looking at his foot. I'm giving
30 minutes.
20 minutes. 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
But yo, you gotta
20 minutes
It takes 2 minutes to
that's
drink that.
expensive.
It takes 2 minutes to drink that. 20 minutes.
I'm taking the mustard. 20 minutes of feet.
I'm not
Yo,
shopping.
I don't think like
Rubbing
the
up
reason
beans
why I'm
for
still
20
standing
minutes,
up, yo, I don't think you can actually finish a whole cup of mustard. Like
You might barf.
you're like
if the
no,
alternative
your
is a
stomach
man's
might
foot,
get
yes.
fucked. Like
You're
you might
not
get
sucking toes
hospitalized.
though, Reggie.
Like
You're just rubbing a couple feet, Reggie.
like I would
Some
rather
buddies to
feel
know.
like a waste man than to die. Straight up, like
You know when he breaks it down, it doesn't sound so bad
Like,
to
You
rub.
didn't know that cup
I'm like,
was gonna kill you.
actually think about it. Like, yeah, whatever. You're rubbing a man's foot, but like, whatever. It's your
That
hands.
sounds crazy.
Yeah,
I'm
it
drunk.
sounds crazy. It sounds crazy. I know that.
It's fucking
I know
X
that.
Factor and
I
X
know
Games
that.
over here.
But
yo.
either option is crazy. But if you're doing whatever, someone's foot, whatever, it's your hand touching someone's
whatever.
foot. Like it's not your mouth. It's not whatever. You can disengage from it. But eating all that muscle, yo, you're going to the hospital. Your belly's done. You don't like you can
Yeah,
actually
you're
die
taking a
from
day
that.
off with the
That's
cup of
not even a
mustard.
day.
Yeah.
You're a month
I
off.
think your days like
Okay,
you're.
so yo,
You're
we
crap
have
out
a
still,
mustard.
my
We have a
bad.
foot rub.
I'm gonna go out the mustard still.
Big mustard.
Take my chance.
Idiot thing. Fuck. Yo, fuck, I'm doing the foot with homie, bro.
I might rub a foot. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna hold you.
This guy sold you guys.
see what I mean?
No, he didn't. Man, the man was in sales.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. With the way you broke that down, I'm like, shit, that shit doesn't have that bad. Like, you know,
That's it.
I
Just a
leave
hand
with
on
no
the foot.
problems, just bent. Just
Wash
keep
your
it.
hand, your
Yeah,
kick.
All right,
That's it.
you niggas ready for round 3?
Be easy, bro.
All right, cool. Oh, this one's a little more. You know what I'm saying? Okay, would you rather go shopping with Diddy or go for drinks with Bill Cosby?
That is
Yo, that's what you be
so.
Dog, that's what you be thinking, bro. That's a wild one.
Yo,
Bill
that's
Cosby?
crazy.
Holy.
That's
Did you come up with this?
crazy.
Oh, you're crazy.
Like, as wild as that is an easy answer though. That is an easy answer.
So you
But
go
that's
for
still
drinks,
crazy.
eh?
Might as well go for
No,
drinks.
I'm shopping with Diddy stuff. Shopping with Diddy.
I don't know if I'm shopping with Diddy.
Yo, shopping
though.
with Diddy might get crazy because you probably gotta get in his
Yo,
car.
but Diddy's a mix of Bill Cosby too.
And you don't
so
know when
can't
he's gonna
be-
stop
you're
that
right.
car.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
Like,
both.
he might be like, hey, player, take a drink, and you're done for it. You know what I'm saying? All that-
Cheers.
All that shopping is thirsty.
At least you know what to expect with Cosby. You know?
Yeah.
You can look out for it. With
Bill's
Diddy,
just
he's a
trying to
shark.
talk about sweaters and shit.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like you might be able to catch Bill trying to slip some in your drink. Yo,
That's
Diddy
what
has
I'm
too much
saying.
money, fam. Like yo, you get in one of those Sprinter vans, you might not get out one of those Sprinter vans.
Yeah,
I don't
he's
know.
the real
Right.
villain.
At least
You
Cosby,
know what
it's
I
like, yo,
mean?
That's kind of crazy.
I'm about to go
gonna
around
take
her.
my chance with Bill and his old ass, bro.
One
I'm
Bill.
gonna just watch him the whole
Yo,
night.
this guy just changed my mind. Cause I was
Don't-
like, yo, whatever,
fam,
I'm shopping
don't
with
get in the
Diddy,
Sprinter.
I'm going in,
You're loose.
I'm just watching him buy his game. I'm not even gonna ask him to buy anything.
Nah.
He's taking you shopping. He's not meeting you
I'm not
shopping.
Yo,
accepting
I
no
don't
Think about it
know.
though. Bill, like, you already know something's going on in your drink. Like, you for sure,
Yeah,
Diddy,
like,
something
Bill,
might
why is my
happen.
thing bubbling
But
like
for
that?
Bill,
It wasn't
something is
bubbling when
going
I
to
left.
happen.
Yeah, but see, Diddy won't let you know when it's happening. At least Pill, you know. At least Pill.
feel like-
Pill Cosby.
I'm doing it with Bill Cosby. But I'm switching our drinks straight. That's what I can.
Oh, you're about to. I mean, he's
Yo,
gonna
but
know.
Diddy might like to be
Not this
roofied
one.
Bill
too,
Cosby
ain't
gets down. Both of you are getting knocked out.
Yeah.
Guys doing the
It's a
Zorro, poisoning
party.
both drinks. Okay,
I'm
we
not gonna
have
lie.
one Bill Cosby,
I'm gonna go Bill.
two Bill
I'm going
Cosby,
Bill still.
3 Bill Cosby.
I'm going with Bill. Diddy sounds violent, man.
Yeah. This guy said, yo, he has money. You might get in the sprint and you might not
Yo,
get seen
money.
again.
It's not
Alright,
even that. It's just
alright.
like, yo, there's not.
His
Like,
allegations
the Diddy
just sounded
allegations
worse.
are
Like I don't
crazy.
know.
All right.
wait, hold on. What are you doing?
I'm chilling with Bill.
Everybody knew that was a safe bet. Like obviously.
The poison, you know.
Chilling with Bill is crazy. We all crazy. It's
Yeah.
Hey man.
I got this one's a little loose. Get ready. So, would you rather sit down to pee for the rest of your life, public
Yo.
toilets included, like every
Public
piss-
toilets?
Yep, every
Bro.
piss you take in the world, you got to sit
crazy,
down,
man.
right?
Okay, I'm already thinking.
Or take every piss with a boner for the rest of your life.
Well, that's so easy. That's so easy.
Yo, that's
Sitting on the toilet. Yo, no.
you're crazy.
Yo, you're running ball to man them. You're
No,
running ball
I
to
hear
man
you,
them.
but it's
And now
like-
you're gonna go take a. Now you're just super hard on us. Just hold it, yo, man. To my bad.
No,
That's
you know what?
crazy.
No, bro, the part that's tripping me, I was like, yo, this is the easy one. This is the opposite of that I thought.
That's
I'm like,
definitely difficult. This
Because
is
yo, no, the way
difficult.
I'm thinking about it is like, I already know both of them are wild, so I just
Both
need to
are
figure
wild.
out which one is the
hold
least
on, hold
wild.
on. Everyone suffers. I'm going around
That's
the room.
crazy.
Yo, you taking the boner piss or you sitting down on every toilet?
Yo, this is crazy, bro.
Even the way it
I'm
was
not
presented.
even ready for this line of questioning. Like, Bro, because both of them are bad, bro.
They're terrible.
Try to take the piss while you're strong, bro. Like, every time.
It's
every
piss. Bricked up.
So now I'm just fucking up my whole bathroom every day. Because, yo, how is this happening? So I can't even wait for it to go down. It's like, nah, man, you got to piss now.
No, it only pisses like this.
I'll probably have to.
It only pisses like this.
Pause. I'll probably have to take the seat. Pause. You know, but like, yeah, I guess so. Cause like, fuck,
Taking
fam. The other one's crazy, fam. You're talking every time, not sometimes.
That's inconvenient, bro.
Like, realistically, I don't have to take a public piss all the time, fam. But like, wood every day, every piss is crazy, fam.
I don't even like when they be making bathroom stalls,
bro. That's annoying.
Okay, so what are you doing? Are you bricked up?
I'm
sitting?
I'm sitting straight.
Okay, so we have two sit down, man.
Thinking about it, you know.
He looked like he was thinking about it.
Yo, you gotta think, bro.
Listen, I'm thinking about which. Okay, obviously both are bad, but which is worse in the long run? Which can you get used to quicker? You know. So obviously, like
Neutria. Telling you, bro, he's thinking 10 times.
I feel like
we're not there yet.
If you piss with a boner every day, you might get used to it to the point
You'll
where
never get used to it, bro. I've had a dick my whole life.
Shocking every time, bro. It's like, what the fuck?
Bro, why now?
Yeah, it's so annoying. It's so annoying.
Just cool.
I'd invest in a bigger toilet seat so I won't miss.
Bro, it doesn't matter where you are.
Yeah, you're not gonna be your
You gotta like go in a handstand or something.
You're
to
running
piss.
ball. You're hard. That's crazy.
You're not running ball with the man.
That's what I'm saying. Yo.
Sub him out.
Yeah. As soon as you have to use the washroom, you're chong around the mandem. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That is
Crazy. I feel like the man made a decision for
Are
you.
you sitting down or are you standing up?
I'm standing on it, bro.
Standing on
I'm
it?
not sitting
Standing
down,
on it,
man.
literally.
Sitting up or you standing on it? Pause.
Okay, you guys would have.
Yeah, like
The whole question's a
sitting
pause,
down, no
fam.
homo. I'm sitting down. I'm gonna put some toilet paper on that bitch.
Yeah, you guys, I rather walk around bricked up still.
Yeah. Okay, yo, listen. What
That's
if
crazy.
you're out in public, you're at a concert, and like you're gonna have to wait
But you're a
in
loose
line to
though.
piss?
Toilet papering that up.
Yeah, I'm saying there's only a couple toilet stalls. You gotta wait to piss every time.
Let's go
But
there.
then you have to go piss in the corner with one of
Hold on,
these,
so
fam.
let's actually go there.
You're not even discreet no more.
if
You're
you're trying to
bugging
go-
out. And the piss is going up this way. You're bugging out in the corner, too.
Okay, you're right.
Hey, yo, you can't. If that's your question, you have to ask if you want to go deeper into it. What is the frequency at which you're going into a
Bro, I
festival?
don't know how much you piss.
Versus no, but like what scenario? Most of the time,
okay.
you're in a more regulated area. I'm sitting down.
I'm just trying to get the book bop and be back to business.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I piss
okay.
every day. Versus, I don't go to that many festivals, carnival,
Exactly.
whatever. But every day I gotta piss. Especially you drank a lot of water that day, it might get
Yeah.
aggressive. You know what I'm saying? And every time, fam, it's just on 10. Like that's, bro, that's too much, bro.
Okay, yo, next question. By the way, I told you, I'm walking around bricked up. It's fine.
Slack.
This guy's crazy.
He's loose.
Would you rather be famous with a lot of money and influence, or low key and off the grid with enough money to live comfortably, not lavish?
Oh, that's actually
One of the
that's a
first
good
examples, I'm famous and
So
I'm
yo, you're famous with a lot of money and influence, so you're spotlight all the time, or
Okay.
you're low key and off the grid with enough money to live comfortable but not lavish.
That one there.
buddy.
I'm low key.
Who's starting?
I'm low key.
Okay, cuz you go
Low key?
first.
I'm low key.
You're low key, comfortable living.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Nah, I'm a rich nigga, fam. What do you mean? You just said I'm up, like,
With all the influence, yeah. What about you?
buddy.
Yeah, rich for sure.
Wait,
Rich and famous?
second one is
So the second one is
comfortable,
you live comfortably, low key off the
Okay.
grid,
rich and famous.
rich and famous, all the
Yes, sir.
influence.
100%.
I'm down for the influence. I want to impact the world in a positive way, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna take the rich and famous with the influence.
Yeah, I don't need the
Likewise.
modesty. I'm cool. Like,
yeah. Cuz over here, I'm modest. You know what I'm
yo,
saying?
keep it, fam. And like, yo, shout out
But I
to
know
you.
rich
but, like, I'm up. Like,
I'm not saying I know rich niggas then. So I'm here, same way.
no.
Wait, so you don't show me no
You
work?
might have to be humble when I'm spending money, bro.
Might have
That
been
You
show me
might
no
have to
work?
humbly watch me spend some change.
A lie? Like when
Bro.
I'm going shopping, yo, just remember your roots. Fam.
Yeah, that's
be
fine.
you know what I'm saying?
I'll see you on Christmas.
Anyways. On to the next one. This one's a little more. Oh, fuck. This one's a little better. Not. Fuck, whatever. If you guys were stuck on an island and you can only listen to 3 albums for the rest of your life, what albums you picking?
Fuck.
At this current stage of life, today o'clock.
Albums?
Albums. Bodies of work.
Yo.
Take some time. You got like Couple seconds for ass niggas in a row.
I got a couple still.
Okay. Well,
I'll probably go 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying, because front to back, that's an album. I don't know what he was feeling like when he recorded that, but And then second one, maybe 56 Nights by Future.
So 56 Nights.
Get Rich or Die Trying. And then the third one, fuck.
Damn.
The third one is tough.
You have 10 seconds.
Shit.
8 seconds.
Damn.
Yeah, what's wrong with this guy, bro? The third one, fuck, I'll probably pick. I don't know. I just got those two. I don't even have
Okay, so he only has 2 albums. How many albums? You got 3 albums.
For the rest of my life.
For the rest of your life, you're stranded on an island. At least 5 years, but the rest of your life.
At least 5 years, the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm not even like a music guy like that, like from memory of albums.
Doesn't even
But what I
matter.
would have to say though, if I had to choose now, I feel like a Drake body of work has to be there because there's more variation in a piece of music and a piece of.
Okay, so you know what? Since you're not such a music guy, give me 3 artists.
Tory Lanez.
Okay.
Free Tory.
Yeah, Free Tory, Free Boy.
Free Tory.
Lil Wayne, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I want someone who's out of that genre. So if it's the rest of my life, I'm not gonna listen to hard music the rest of my life. So maybe like I don't even know, like a Tame Impala or something. Like something that, you know,
Yeah. No,
gets me
get
out of
versatile.
that.
I'll fuck with that.
Yeah.
How about you, player? 3 albums. If you're a music guy, you can't even do that.
I'll go. I'll go College Dropout.
All right, hard
Shout out
body.
Kanye.
Yeah.
I'll go Trilogy. The Weeknd.
Yo, my black ass thought Sean Paul, but go ahead. I'm like, I lied. Temperature?
For the rest of my life? Jeez.
I'm like, yeah,
Turn it on for the rest of my
That's
life.
a lot.
I'll go Good Kid, Mad City.
Kendrick?
Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
one.
Good shit. What about you? Go ahead.
Fuck. I'm gonna go first. Mobb Deep. I don't know if it's the Hell on Earth or the Infamous album.
Word.
One of those. I'm gonna go with the Ready to Die album, the Biggie, and the third one I'll probably go with the Nipsey Hussle, The Marathon Continues.
Damn.
Solid bodies of work. Me, I'm probably gonna go. I like Distant Relatives by Nas and fucking Damian Marley. That was hard.
Yardman album.
Yeah. Miseducation, Lauryn Hill. You know what I'm saying?
Heartwarming.
Yeah, I gotta get it from on the island, Dolo, fam. Oh, leave, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I want. Hold on. Let me go to my.
Whoa.
That's cheating.
How do you get access to the archive?
Yeah. None of that.
He didn't give himself a time limit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not counting down for yourself.
This guy opens up the
See,
phone.
thank you for noticing.
And probably like Carter 2 by Lil Wayne.
It's a hard album too. Still.
Yeah, that's a hard.
Carter 2. That was like I had that one. You know what I'm saying?
Is that
like,
the one? Go DJ on there, or is that
No, that's Carter 1.
Which one is the one with Hustler music?
Carter 2.
Carter 3?
two.
Carter 3.
No, nigga, that's Carter 2.
Is it?
Yeah, Carter 2.
I'm adding Carter 2 to my.
Okay,
I have
Carter
a
2
third
was-
spot. I'm
Yeah,
adding
yeah,
Carter
yeah.
2
Carter
to
2,
that one.
Carter
still.
3 is, I think, a Lollipop, isn't it?
No, that's Carter 3.
That's what I'm
that's
saying. Carter 3.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Carter
Lollipop.
2.
That
Carter
was
2 is hard.
Lollipop and
Carter
Fireman.
2
That's when he started
is a
getting- that's when he started
classic.
getting more experimental with the music. All right, cool. This one's not, like I said, not as crazy. Yo, Family Guy or Simpsons?
Family Guy.
Family Guy or Simpsons? Family Guy or Simpsons?
Family Guy.
Really?
Simpsons.
Yo, in my core, I want to say Simpsons still, but I know Family Guy.
Simpsons
Like I know Family Guy
Nah.
hits harder now.
Family Guy got the punchlines.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also watch more Family Guy, so I feel like I'm just biased.
Yeah.
I grew up on Simpsons.
I grew up on Simpsons too, which is crazy. But like, I in turn, like, I was more excited as a kid to watch Family Guy. Still, like,
Yeah,
as a
I
kid.
adapted with
same,
the times.
same,
Like,
same.
Right.
shout out to Simpsons, but
Alright.
yo, it's over.
Now double flip in. Family Guy or South Park?
Still Family Guy.
Yeah, Family Guy.
Family Guy.
South Park.
I'm going South Park still. I don't even care.
South Park is more offensive, but
I
like,
like offended.
I live
and I
life
like the
offended.
offensiveness sometimes.
Right.
But Family Guy is overall like funny stuff.
I live life on
definitely.
edge, fam.
I feel it. It's the hostile.
Yeah, like crazy.
Alright, well,
I
that-
feel like Cartman something.
Yo, why?
That's a crazy
feeling.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a
Man
wild
just wakes
feeling.
up and says, fuck out. Alright. I was about to say, all right, we're doing another transition back to my questioning. So, yo, the man being in the health industry, right?
Mhm.
How's that question? First off, do your families, like loved ones and all that, do they indulge in your products?
They do.
on a daily basis? No. Is it something that like they're on top of? Is something that
definitely not on top of, but I try to make them on top of it, but they do use it. Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Yours as well?
Yeah.
Just my mom.
Just your mom?
Yeah, no one else.
Okay. That being said, how important is, I guess, healthy living and these kind of things to you while navigating the dating space? Like, for example, can you date someone that you would, I don't even say, that's not as healthy as you?
You don't have to match me.
Right.
Because I know, I have this supplement line, but, you got to hold your own, You got to go to the gym.
You have to go to the gym, so the gym's a super requirement for you.
It doesn't have to be the gym, but it has to be some level of physical activity.
Exercise.
So you got to sweat during the week for this
guy. You
guy.
got to move her body.
You got to do some sweating for this guy.
100%.
Okay. What about you?
Yeah, same thing. Like, you don't have to match the shit that I do, because it's kind of wild. But like, you need to be on your shit. Like,
Word.
I'm not even talking just exercise, also nutrition, also lifestyle. Like, you have to have diet, lifestyle, exercise.
So I asked the man this last week, but I'm gonna ask you because you guys are your health, nutrition, lifestyle, all of that. Get me, yo? Is it possible to, let's say, be fat or chubby, or a tick and healthy?
No.
So a thick body is not a healthy body.
No, most likely no.
Most likely no.
Most likely no.
Under what circumstances is most likely possibly? You said most likely.
The reason why I said most likely, because again, like, I said most likely because you said chubby, like, because that's such a blanket thing.
It's a bubbly word, man.
Yeah, like
yeah.
Like
fluffy.
My chubby and your chubby might not.
Let me use fluffy then.
Like, if you're overweight, like like your belly's hanging, like, that's unhealthy.
Word.
That's.
But I eat salad.
Yeah, like you like.
Yo, what's wrong? Yo,
bro, what? Like
with 17 ingredients on top. That's the fucking salad that was eaten.
Yeah, like, I don't like. Okay, I'll just say it straight, like. Before, I'll preface with saying, like, having a standard is not a bad thing. Everyone should have a standard in whoever they are in the world. Like, you shouldn't accept everyone and everything.
Right.
That's how you become nothing. Right? So for me, I have that standard.
Like
you need to be healthy. You have to have some level of fit physique to you. If you do have excess fat on your body, which whatever your lifestyle contains that, if you're happy with that, cool. I don't like that because I understand from the nuance of it, there's a high % chance that there's something in your lifestyle, whether it's your diet, whether it's the way you think, or the way you operate in the world, that is not aligned with moving towards a net positive in your life. Right. And I don't want someone who's beside me that's going to pull me down. Because I'm moving up at such high levels, I don't want to have to keep playing catch up. I don't want to have to keep holding my hand down to pull an anchor and to pull myself up. I want someone who's going to be around me in a close vicinity, because it's just going to be too much energy expenditure on my end. So if you're happy with how you are, fair, all game. But like, if you're talking about, for me, I have my standards and my ideal because I know how I want to live my life and I know where I want to push my energy.
So my next question is, would you rather date a woman that's slightly overweight or too underweight?
That's actually a good question.
Yeah. You want maka yell or tick yell?
Two different things in the bed, boom.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. Holy!
I wasn't even thinking about that.
The man's going all introspective and all.
Yeah. I'm trying to think about futures.
Think about values and shit.
I'm just saying what it is. Like, two different things in the bed.
Yeah,
you're making fire or you're keeping different. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll go with the first one.
Keeping different is crazy. Person, you make it fire. Keeping different.
How skinny and how big?
Okay. Wow. I said slightly overweight or slightly underweight. Okay,
slightly overweight.
You're gonna do slightly overweight?
Yeah.
Because you can work with her.
You can work with it.
Listen,
You can
shape slightly overweight can work.
Yeah, like that can go.
Especially if the weight is like placed appropriately.
And at least you're happy with all aspects of what's gonna be happening when you're slightly.
The elements are there. You just gotta chisel it.
Yeah.
You just gotta chisel.
You can change your eating habits.
Yeah, exactly.
So you think it would be harder to influence someone into eating more and healthier than it would to eating less and healthier?
I feel like it's harder for people to put on weight.
to gain the weight.
100%. Especially a female, like especially in the society for females. Females naturally just try not to eat, or like the girl dinner or whatever. It's like 5 pieces. You ever never seen that? It's like
We've been
or you ask a girl what she ate all day.
No,
a bag of chips and a carrot.
Yeah,
like some stupid
3
shit.
bags of chips, 2 carrots, 5 cubes of ice, and like, yo, I have a headache. Yeah, of course.
You're fucking malnourished.
Yeah.
I'm not.
They don't want advice.
Like, that's crazy.
They don't want it.
I'm not coming over to your crib.
Yeah.
That's super wild. Brings me to my next issue. It's still about relationships, but not the same genre. what's your relationship like with substances like drugs and alcohol and things of that nature? And when I say drugs, it's a blanket term. I mean like fucking like weed, mushrooms, like everything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? And I say this because you guys are in the alternative health space and you guys are already fucking with like mushrooms and all that.
For sure.
Mushrooms come in all shapes and sizes. And you said you had recently quit drinking. You said we're gonna double back onto that. So yeah, give me a little take about that.
Yeah. So I'm a DJ as well. So I'm in the nightlife industry and I'm there Fridays and Saturdays and I get free alcohol, free bottles, whatever. You know, being in that industry initially, obviously I indulged, you know, and I just couldn't. It wasn't a sustainable lifestyle for me to do Friday night, Saturday night, and then Neutria from Monday to Friday. It's like, yo, if I drink on a Saturday night, I'm still feeling the effects on a Wednesday.
Absolutely.
Right? So, you know, just thinking about what I'm trying to build with Neutria, I'm just like, I can't afford to, you know, waste a day. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put my best foot forward on every minute of the day. It doesn't matter if it's a weekend or a weekday.
No, I understand that.
Because if you drink, the next day it's like you can't serve the world the way you want to serve the world. You can't, you know, talk to your mom the way you want to talk to her, or you spend time with their family, or spend time on the business the way you want to. You know,
no progression. You can't progress.
Exactly, and you know it's a domino effect too. You know, so if you miss like a Sunday, you're just chilling in bed hungover, then the next day you're just behind. You know, so I'm just thinking about the longevity of my body as well.
Absolutely.
You know, like we're not young anymore. We're young, but we're not like in our early 20s or like, you know, in our teens.
We're still young.
We're still young, but like at the same
10
time.
steps though.
Exactly.
Every answer is not just a regular answer.
No, he's a calculated guy.
Yeah,
he's a calculated guy. My bad, continue.
Yeah, no, so, you know, at the same time, it's like we're pushing 30. So it's like, yo, life's now, you know?
You said you I don't know. Yeah. How recently have you quit drinking, or how recently have you reevaluated your relationship with the substance?
So last year I did a 6-month cleanse from December till June. That was like the longest I've ever done.
And then what did the cleanse consist of? Just no alcohol, or
no
was
alcohol.
It actually a cleanse?
No alcohol.
Okay, got you.
No alcohol.
Sobriety.
And then sobriety, yeah. I drank during the summer, and then recently, like a couple months ago, I made a vow with my best friend that we're not drinking.
Do you feel guilty when you drink, or is it like?
Not really. No, actually, a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it didn't sound like not.
At the end of the day, it's poison.
I said we took a vow.
A vow's pretty serious.
Was that social drinking, or like do you drink by yourself? Is that why you felt like?
No, okay, it was never a problem. Okay, it's not like I had an issue with drinking. Right. You know, like I'm not like in my room like drinking beer after work.
Yeah, I know. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way, for the people that not do, but maybe find yourself another hobby.
Get fucked up after work.
And I'm not against like recreational drinking once in a while. Yeah. You know, I'm not against it, and like I'm not gonna say, you know, be militaristic on your life.
No.
Because everyone's trying to have fun, but at the same time, it's like for me, it's more so of a mindset thing for me. Right. It's like if I can do that, I can do anything.
Question. Okay.
You know.
No, and I also bring in the drinking to a thing because I recall I went to your event. Maybe a couple months ago, and you guys had wine, like, you know, I guess it was just complimentary wine for the goers of the event. Yeah. Like, okay, fuck. So maybe their relationship with alcohol in conjunction to their wellness is.
That was non-alcoholic.
Oh, that was non-alcoholic?
Yeah.
You got tricked.
I got bamboozled. I got the fuck bamboozled.
See anybody acting drunk? Lies.
This guy's walking around.
Crazy. How about yourself? What's your stance on the same issue? Or the same topic?
I actually just recently quit alcohol as well.
How recent?
November 4th, actually.
Oh, you really just recently quit?
Everybody got vows now.
Yeah. Well, like, so the thing is, like, before that, I stopped drinking in like July-ish. But like November 4th, that was my brother's birthday, and then like there was like a celebratory shot. Yeah. And I was like, hey, you know what? Like, I guess this will be my last. Like that was like the celebration of the last one. Right. To like stop it. Cause like similar to what Jonas was saying, is like I'm really deep on like understanding what goes in and out of my body. And
absolutely.
Like I just feel like it's kind of crazy that like we normalize drinking poison. Like if you linked up with like you trying to drink poison tonight, it sounds like why would I do that? But that's what it is, right? Like
it's just socially acceptable and there's good marketing behind it. LCBO, you know, movies in Hollywood. It's like
right. I also think with certain things, I don't like. What's your background?
Jamaican.
Right. They're not even as big as drinkers, but I just know also like culturally sometimes these things.
My family drinks enough.
Yeah, them might beat some rum.
Yeah, white rum, crazy. Ray nephew.
But is that
I don't even
that is poison.
Yeah, that is actually that is poison.
Like, I have 63%.
I refuse it every time it's offered to me, bro.
I'm about to drink nephew right after this.
Why?
No,
that is crazy.
Bust it out.
What are you going?
Like,
why are you challenging yourself?
Yo, like, are you okay? Like, you.
I just got sick of tequila.
So you went to
something worse? This guy got sick of
Bro,
quality.
is this
That's
the
crazy.
casting judgment section?
It is. Once you said I drink Ray and nephew, after you heard everybody unanimously disagree
the man
with
had
it.
that in the baby bottle. You're telling me I couldn't have it?
No, it's true. It's true. Like
he had it in the baby bottle.
yo, growing up,
I'm
like
judging
it was kind of crazy. Like the family, like, yo, we're youths.
He's breaking the cycle.
Oh, try drink. I'm like, like at the time I didn't question. Obviously I did it. I was blessed, you know. And like I had my times where I drink enough. Like high school, like I would like black out every weekend. Like that was my
hell,
You
like,
gotta find some balance.
no, like I'm not gonna lie. Like I was on it. Like I wasn't like addicted, but it was just like
then,
I actually had.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
But I was gonna say, so do you believe in finding some sort of balance, or are you just one extreme to another? Like in terms
100% balance, 100% balance. And like most of the things that I do in my life is balance. The only reason why I'm stopping alcohol was for a couple of reasons. Like one, for me personally, every time I drank it, I had no actual like reason to do it. Like a lot of times when I'll do it, it's just for the social norm of doing it, or because like I feel like more comfortable. But like now who I am now, like I don't care. I don't need to drink to feel cozy around certain people or whatever. Like I can be who I want to be naturally. But what I value the most is like waking up in the morning and like being perfectly fine again.
I love
That's the most important thing for me. Like I hate having to wake up and like now hours of my day I'm hungover.
So you're just about efficiency, right?
Exactly. I want to be as efficient as I can in these years because like this is crunch time. Like I want to build my foundation now when I have the max level of energy instead of playing catch up and like trying to reverse all the stupid shit I'm doing for myself to then now start to present myself in the world. So that's for me.
Do you guys, or like speak for yourself if you like, participate? Do you guys smoke weed? Do you guys do anything different? It's like psychedelics?
Yeah, on the drug side, so I stopped smoking weed 4 years ago in November. That's another reason why I wanted to stop
smoking weed 4 years ago. What, any reason in particular, or just slowing down efficiency again?
Yeah, I just felt stupid as fuck.
All right, go ahead. I mean, you want weed or no?
No, I don't like weed. For me, like I don't respond well. Like I'm just like
you don't know yourself.
I like to be social and like talkative. So I like alcohol for sure.
Yeah.
But
like
when I'm on weed, I'm just like we made me quiet.
I'm chilling, you know. I don't like to just like
you couldn't get maximum
absolutely.
Yeah, and like
I hear that from a lot of people.
Same thing. I used to smoke weed every day. Like that was my thing. You know, like calm down, like before bed or whatever. I'm chilling with a man. You know, one thing, whatever. But like who I am now, like the things that I do, the caliber at which I operate, I can't do that. Like it doesn't serve myself justice at all. I'm not.
But some people can operate like efficiently on it. That's not me. You know, so my boy like
you gotta know yourself.
That's exactly like there's no like it's not the casting judgment section. Like if it works for you, it works for you. I just know for me, I don't like it, and what I want to do doesn't align with me.
Sometimes you just gotta get a little bit older, know yourself, and realize, oh, I don't need this shit no more.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
What I mean? Because I smoke a lot of weed. I'm not gonna lie. I know I can function. Like you said, I'll go to the gym. I'll play soccer. Like the shit don't matter to me if I'm smoking. But
like I
some
can't
people
do that.
their whole day is like, fuck. I just smoked a spliff. I need to sit down. So if you know that about yourself, then
it's your relationship to it. You know, if you're smoking to numb some sort of issue that you have or some emotional issue, then that's a different problem. If you're smoking it like recreationally, like you know, at the end of a night, you know, it's all good because it's like it's dependent on your relationship with it.
Right. But to answer your question about the psychedelics, that to me is a different game. Like I'm heavy on, not heavy in terms of the amount I use it, but the amount I respect it.
Have you experimented? I'm heavy into psychedelics. Have you experimented? Have you played around the realm?
Yeah. Like I've done a couple hero doses, a couple microdoses.
Got you.
To me though, like shrooms is like a heavily intentional thing for me. Like I do it once every quarter, so 4 times a year.
Gotcha.
Right? And like each of those is to realign myself with what I'm trying to do.
Word.
Right? So like when I do that, like it's not like I'm chilling with a bunch of my friends and I just eat a bag of mushrooms. Right? Like what I'll do is like my actual ideal situation is I take about 2 grams of blue meanies. That's one of the highest percentages of psilocybin.
Blue meanies,
Blue meanies is sick. I take about 2 grams of that, put on my eye mask, put on noise canceling headphones, listen to binaural beats, lie down, and think about certain intentions. And what happens is you realize that your brain downloads shit that you didn't even like realize was there. Like the best way I can explain it is like you're sitting down, like there's something connecting to your mind and it's just downloading a bunch of shit.
You're in the Matrix.
You're in the Matrix, exactly. But it's downloading it so fast that you can only pick and choose what to retain, right? It's like there's like 30 different things, but you only have 2 hands, right? And it's like you grab this one, you can still go deeper, there's another one. Right? And there's another one. But like that operating system can't just happen naturally. So I do that in a very intentional way. It's like, this is the vision of what I want to do. All right, is this still in alignment with what I need? What else am I missing? What gaps do I need to fill? and then I go a lot deeper. So it's almost like a self-consultation at the highest level.
So you do like a mental cleanse every few
Yeah,
months
exactly. Like it's a really in-depth meditation.
Right.
It's like breath work, intentional visualizations, and I do that for like 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah, it kind of brings me to my. Sorry, do you facilitate in psychedelics as well or no?
I have in the past. Yeah.
Okay. Is it in the same kind of manner where you guys? Like, what's your experience like?
Yeah. So I've like microdosed here and there. Yeah. And when I did my first alcohol cleanse, I was microdosing in the club and shit as my vice. But I did a couple heroes journeys as well. But the most recent one, that was last summer. So we're supposed to go. It was me and my boys. We all took it together. But we fucked up because all of us took it, and there wasn't one guy who was sober. So it was like we're all flying, and nobody was there to ground us. So for real, first hour it was just straight overwhelm. Looking everywhere, I'm just like, fuck, I can't escape this shit. Bro, I look in the sky, the sky is opening up. I'm like, okay, I can't look there.
We're almost here.
I look on the lake, there's like a tsunami in the lake. Okay, I can't look there. I look down, the fucking ground is like opening up. Okay, can't look there. Close my eyes, seeing demons and shit. Can't do this shit. No, I couldn't escape. For real, it was a nightmare for first hour. Second hour, straight tears, emotional.
Bro, 2 hours
good,
is rough.
Listen, felt good. Emotional release, Like I don't really cry.
So they have about 2 tears, yes?
Yeah, but like, that day, bro, it just all came out.
I just want to love things and cry.
For real, bro. Just thinking about like my family, my friends.
Those ones?
Yeah, like where I've lacked. For real, it was like years of like shit that I've just like held in and then release, just all came out at once. And then third hour, just straight laughter.
Bro, that was a crazy 3 hours.
That's why they call it the hero's journey. That's why they call it the hero's journey. Third hour, all laughter, just like, like, why am I worried about these little things in life? Looking at my life, like, why am I stressed about this? Well, and then I just laughed it off. I'm like, why am I worried about that guy who cut me off in traffic? I don't give a fuck.
Never that serious.
Yeah, it's never that serious, so I just laughed for an hour.
Yeah.
That's been my experience.
I'm always curious about here.
Depending on what day he caught you, because, boy.
Yeah, I know.
What hour? You know what I'm saying? No, I'm interested because what was I about to say? I don't know. Typically, I found like when you go down the rabbit holes of alternative medicine, usually like people facilitating these kind of endeavors. You know what I mean? At least for me, at least I've done Cambo, I've done DMT, I've done mushrooms, I've done a lot of acids, I've done a lot of things. I'm playing with my brain, getting it intact. Brings me to my other question. Actually, have you guys experimented with any other alternative healing modalities? And I say like such as Reiki. You brought up breathwork in the past. You guys familiar? You guys fuck with that?
Yeah, that's actually a component of the brand on the content side that we're starting up called Modalities of Wellness, which is trying out as many modalities of wellness as possible in the city to give people a deeper understanding of like what's actually out there. So we've done a lot of shit, but I think the biggest, most impactful one is breathwork. Like for a couple reasons, and like stop me if it.
So explain to the audience what breathwork is before you proceed.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to do. So like I think what happens is like in like breath work, I feel like a lot of it gets misconstrued. Like what you'll see most of the time is like the deep breathing and like people crying and sobbing and a release, which is actually a big component of it, but it's not everything. Right? And that's like the main thing that gets seen when we hear breath work. But there's so much of it. And like that's what I'm saying, stop me where it goes too much because I can go really deep on this.
So what's the most important aspect or most like if you were to summarize what breathwork is in 3 sentences, how would you define it? How would you define it?
How to leverage your breath to change your state.
Okay. One sentence. That was pretty
said.
That was pretty well done.
Yeah.
And so
no, honestly, I literally just thought of that now.
Challenge me, bro. I dare you.
But you know what it is? Sometimes all you got to do is give someone a framework to kind of like guide where they're trying to get their point across, and then like boom, it came together. You know what I mean? You don't even need 3 sentences. Nigga said it all in one.
So actually, I want to elaborate with the change of state.
Go
so
ahead.
like, there's a couple of things. Like the very first one again is like, before even talking about breath work, most people don't even know how to breathe properly.
I agree.
And that's the first part. That's the first part. That's why you call it breath work. It's work. When like, for example, like I don't want to like call anyone out here right now, but if I were to tell any of you right now to take a deep breath, I almost assure you would do it improperly. Because when you take a deep breath, you
got to breathe from your diaphragm and all
right,
that.
Exactly. See, like this, your whole, like everything from, no, I'm not calling you out, but I'm saying like from chest up, like you shouldn't be moving your chest like that, right? Because what happens is you're shallow breathing, you're chest breathing. You have your lung, let's say your lung is this size, right? The bottom third of your lung, that's where the alveoli are. That's where all the oxygen goes from the air and into your blood. But when you take deep chest breaths, it doesn't go deep into your alveolus. You're not getting enough oxygen. right?
Now niggas be breathing.
Exactly. Now what happens is when you're not breathing properly, you're not getting enough oxygen to your brain. You're not getting enough oxygen to your cells. Your muscles are weaker. Your bones are weaker. You can't sleep properly. It's affecting how you snore. It shortens your lifespan. Like all these things are a direct representation of how you breathe.
No, I asked you. I said, how should niggas be taking deep breaths?
How? Okay.
You did it wrong. Demonstrate for
okay. So like,
they should be doing it right.
So okay, there's two things. So how do you take a deep breath? So when I take a deep breath, it looks like this.
That was deep?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Right? That's a deep breath. That's a deep breath. And I got more oxygen than any of you if you were to go, right? Because like to now imagine.
This is all just for show, all this extra shit.
Yeah, when people go deep breath.
Nothing.
I'm gonna call niggas out.
Yeah. So like, so when like
you're
like,
not deep.
The way to think about it is like you want to imagine like when you're inhaling, you want to imagine the oxygen, the air intake going outwards, down and out, coming into your belly. So when you inhale, your belly should be coming out. Sometimes people inhale and their belly goes in. It should be going and expanding. Exactly, because that's your diaphragm, right? And your diaphragm controls how deep at which your lungs are taking in oxygen. So that's the first step. Once you start breathing properly, then you can go into a bunch of other shit. As an example, now we can start talking about how to leverage breath to change your state. So there's something called breath of fire. And it's something that I teach. And in the new year, I'm going to be doing breathwork workshops. One is called breath of fire, where you can naturally raise your own energy levels to start doing different things. You can even use breathwork to enhance your sex game, to make you last longer, to make you stronger. Yeah, exactly. See, now this is sales. So, right, breathwork is an idea, but I know the audience, so I know what I can say to get you interested.
Yeah, man, we care about everybody. Yo, breathe better, see?
Right? Yeah.
So I was like, wait, he's elaborating.
So, for example, right, like let's say you're about to go do something. Like you have to now start thinking about the body. You need to activate the nervous system, activate the blood flow. How do you do that? So there's a way to breathe where you contract your diaphragm. So it looks like this. And you do that for 1.5 minutes straight.
Isn't that supposed to like make you hyperventilate?
Yes, exactly. So when you start doing that and like you sit with yourself afterwards, what you'll notice, your body's tingling. And what that actually is, now your cells are active.
Oxygen.
Your nervous, exactly. Everything's flowing properly. So your blood flow is moving a lot easier. So things can start operating a lot better, right? And then you could, whatever you want to transmute that energy into, you can do that, right? And now second piece of that, let's say you want to slow down certain operations in your life, you do the opposite. So you want to inhale, but you want to make sure exhale is longer than your inhale. When your exhale is longer than your inhale, it takes your nervous system out of fight or flight and into rest and digest. So it calms the nervous system, makes things slow down and relax. So let's say we're talking about sex. When you're about to nut, your body, you breathe a lot faster, you're starting to ramp up, everything's activated. But if right before that, and again, it's about knowing your body. Let's say at the 100% mark is where you nut, as an example. The 70% mark is like, yo, if I do one more stroke, I'm cooked. Let's just say that, right? When you get
he like that.
Yeah, right, fact. So like when you get to the 60% mark, that's when you start doing the slow breaths. A slow inhale, slow soft inhale through the nose, and a longer exhale through the mouth. Because now that's going to slow down everything.
The longer exhale is the what?
Yes, exactly.
I've seen like I went through videos on like breathing techniques.
Yeah. And then, but the thing is, the more you practice it, it starts to happen subconsciously. But that's why it's called breath work. It's work. You got to fucking do the work. Yeah, and the better you do it, the easier it is. And like going even deeper, like how to breathe properly, the samurais used to do it very well back in the day. You should be, well, they're a little bit more extreme, but if you put a feather right on your top lip, you should almost not be able to bother the feather when you're breathing in and out of your nose. It shouldn't be intense breathing.
That's how subtle the breath
That's how subtle your breath should be.
The feather.
Exactly.
And you still get oxygen.
Soft, slow breaths in and slower, soft breaths out, but making sure your exhale is always longer than your inhale. And so many other functions inside of your life start operating a lot better. So it's a whole world. And then there's actual like the breath work that you all see, which is like trauma release and all those things, which is another world, but also very fucking necessary as well.
Word. Have you ever started breathing and busting tears?
Yeah. There was one time where I was doing breath work with a microdose, and I actually like started unearthing my childhood traumas, like not even intentionally trying to deal with it. Like growing up, like I had a lot of anger management, right? Like I always say, like your typical black family structure, you know, dad's not there, mom's working like 3 jobs, your older bros are doing whatever. Like that was like my lifestyle. So there's a lot of anger and resentment and all that stuff, right? And like for most of my life, I just transmuted all that energy into just like grinding and working hard and doing whatever is to like get myself and my future out of that, right? And then when I did the microdosing and I was doing the breath work, all that came back. And like, yo, it was crazy. It was as if like I was observing myself watching this experience happen, if that makes sense. Like it wasn't like
an outer body.
Yeah, exactly. So like what started to happen is like I just started getting like pissed. Like my body was like clenched. Like we're outside. And I was like ripping up the dirt and shit, and like I was getting like angry, and like I was starting to get scared. Like I was like, there's no way this has always been inside of me. Like I was about to like fuck people up for no reason, right? And then like now everything like started surfacing from what happened. Like why was I like that? What was actually going on? And then like now I'm understanding. It's like my bros did what they did because that's literally what they knew. There was no other option. So it wasn't they were doing X, Y, and Z for whatever reasons I thought. It was for other reasons. And the same thing with my mom, same thing with my dad. I would do certain things. It's like everything started, like a full level of understanding started to come to fruition with an objective lens instead of an emotional lens of like, yo, fuck what happened back in the day. Mm-hmm. And then from that, like the acceptance of it, like it transmuted like all that like anger, just like turned into like a sense of power. It's like, yo, like I'm good. Like there's no one who can touch me. Like Synergy. I know that. Yeah, like it just like that. Like the anger just turned into like controlled strength, right? And then from that controlled strength, I felt like how strong I actually was, and like that strength brought me to tears. Oh. I was like, holy fuck,
like, Super Saiyan.
Yeah. Like I was like, yo, like I'm 100% gonna take over the fucking world, and there's no one that's gonna stop me. Like, and it was crazy, and that was literally through just breathing. It's fucked to even think about.
Absolutely. I believe a lot of people don't know how to breathe. A lot of people don't get oxygen to their brain, and as a result, they don't get good thoughts.
Yeah. Where did you guys grow up? Did you guys grow up in Toronto, both of you?
No, I grew up in like Scarborough, Ajax area.
Yeah, I was in Etobicoke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Word. What is the best piece of advice or something that stuck with you throughout the years that you've ever kind of received? Damn. Something that stuck. It doesn't even have to be like, oh, like, like, boom, something that sticks with you that, like, I guess it would have had to been told for me. I
think for me, it's the power of thinking big, and thinking about my life in terms of like there's no ceilings to it.
All right.
I feel like a lot of people put ceilings to what they can accomplish.
Right.
And maybe that's from their upbringing. Maybe their parents or society told them what to do with their lives. What they're good at. But I've learned like through my experience of picking up certain skill sets that I've had no experience in. And like excelling in them. For example, DJing. I didn't even know how to DJ like 2 years ago, and then I picked it up, and now I'm DJing all these clubs. So like, it's doing something like that where it's like, yo, like, you can really do anything in your life. It's just like you gotta think of your life as, you gotta aim for the moon so you land on the stars.
Right. And I want to follow up on asking you. So who told you this? At what stage?
Honestly, I don't really have a mentor like that to like.
No, that's what I said. You said somebody told you to never.
Through books.
So you read some books and that
books were like, yeah, exactly. Right. So yeah, and I think it's like now it's like, I don't want to view life as like. I feel like thinking small is like you're thinking like
an author or a book that kind of like
The Magic of Thinking Big.
Perfect.
Read it.
Fuck. I think actually I actually do have it. It's We're all builders of our own reality, but you are the sum of your most frequent thoughts and actions. And like that one simple sentence, like pushes so much weight into everything else.
Who told you that? Or where'd you get that line?
That was from me.
Oh, it's I got my own shit.
Heart.
Yeah,
nigga. Okay. From the heart, nigga.
Yeah. Side note, I do a lot of like internal writing and shit. So like
that's deep.
This nigga's Twitter's crazy.
Yo, I should be on Twitter. I should, but like just like on my ones, just like writing shit down, trying to like really like understand my.
So where can people access Neutria products? Where could they find your guys' stuff?
We're all e-commerce right now, so neutria.co, neutria.co.
Yeah. Okay. Word.
That's what's up. Is there any goals that you guys have for Neutria going into 2024? I guess we can conclude with that.
I guess it's the same shit. Yeah. Go ahead. Any goals for 2024?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, this is going into our second year, so I think first year was just primarily just being an e-commerce brand, but now we want to actually get into health food stores and get on the shelves of credible stores like Whole Foods or something, right? And
is that something we can expect in 2024 to see you guys in like on shelf?
Hopefully,
in the works.
Yeah. Hopefully, definitely in the plan and in the expectation. So that's one element of it. And as Andrew mentioned earlier, events is one thing that we're trying to dive into because we believe that community is everything, obviously. And being an e-commerce company, it's kind of hard because you don't have that face-to-face feedback from a customer. is just like strictly just numbers in our bank account. So it's like it's kind of dehumanizing. So it's like we need to build something of, you know, physical substance. And like even doing local markets this year, it's like we had a taste of that. We're just like, whoa, like that felt good to actually like sell something to a real human.
Like mingle with the people.
Rather than just like an online.
Such a different
experience. I'm just like, I actually feel like I'm contributing something to, you know, a wider, you know, a community. So it's like now we want to focus on events and like bringing people together and because we essentially we're more than just a supplement brand, and we want people to know that we're an events company. We're a brand that brings, you know, people who are invested in their health together, so we can share ideas.
Dope. I like that.
Yeah. I think just to elaborate a little bit deeper. Yeah, I think like the general vision of the 2024 is to like actually bring the vision to the physical world. Like that's the best thing to like.
I like that.
We'll be waiting.
I like that. Yeah, and you guys at home, let us know in the comments what supplements you're taking, how you guys stay on top of your A game and maintain physical performance. You know what I mean? It's all about efficiency and being the most productive human you can be. I mean,
what's up? You wanna give them your Instagram handle, like where they can find you at too?
Yeah. It's Neutria.co on all platforms, and then my personal is Andrew Day DAYE _ on all platforms.
Yep, personal JDARNAIZ JDRNAZ on all platforms as well.
Boom.
Yes, sir.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you guys. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having us.
I mean, a lot of gems, a lot of meaningful, deep conversation. Guys kicked it off with our, usual banter. It's always a pleasure having you guys. We appreciate your insight.
For sure, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Thanks for having us.
It's your boy X, RIPMX on everything social.
Ocho Castro Nero 88.
Money Mitch 54X Mitch on Instagram.
And we are on Common Sense. Like and subscribe. Peace.
Peace.
Yes, sir.